It's preparing to live stream.
Is it live now?
Yep, it's looking good.
Okay, let me just get live on Facebook. So if you can share. So let me start with, okay, cool. I'm just going to post that. Hello and welcome. Good afternoon to everybody. It's Raza from UK. We have our esteemed guest all the way from Singapore. And I promise you that I am going to travel across the globe with bringing the wonderful people from the different parts of the world so they can share their personal journey and what lead them to become a coach or a trainer or a mentor. There must be a reason. There was something in the childhood and the journey from the childhood up till now. I know time is very short, it's only half an hour, but believe you me, that half an hour um, can be a lot longer for some people because of the thought process and because of the questions. But I'm hoping that will bring their journey in a light so you can get the hope. The whole idea is giving you hope and giving you tools and strategies that how we have done it, you can do that too. There is no difference. We human beings are exactly the same. Doesn't matter if you are in US, doesn't matter if you are in China, Singapore, Malaysia, UK, India, Pakistan, doesn't matter wherever you are. All it matters is that do you have a hope? Do you have a goal? Do you have a mission? Do you have a purpose? That's what matters. Because if you have a purpose and a clarity, we can give you the clarity and we can give you the hope as long as you have a goal and a purpose. So over to you, to my friend from Singapore, Venkat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Raza. It's been a while. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It has been.
Because I feel that many people, many voices needs to be heard, and you are giving such people an opportunity. So thank you for that, Raza.
You're welcome. Absolutely welcome. Because I think I'm planning to share my own journey because I was like, interestingly, I was recently as one of the course from Grant Cardone, and he goes, if you're looking for a content, you are the best content to talk about than anybody else. Why nicking somebody else's content? Talk about your own journeys. Talk about your own winnings and losings and all that stuff. So, and I'm thinking like, it's a wonderful idea. And I think that's what we don't do. We always try to pretend that we are almost the end product, but we are end product because of certain journey, because of the time we spend, because we spend more than 100 hours as a practicing things what we're doing. So that's what. So here we are. So tell us about your childhood. Okay. What were the challenges you faced? What was your home environment? What are they? Did you get the love? Did you get the affection from the siblings, parents, all that stuff? And then why did you get into the training? What was the reason?
You know, when you started posting on social media about childhood, I was asking myself, why is Mr. Raza doing this? Such a sensitive topic, buried inside everyone.
It is. Absolutely, it is.
So you're trying to unearth it and making us vulnerable about it, which what I love about, because many people are going through the trauma, which they don't realize it is actually a trauma. Our behavior, our actions, our thoughts were actually because of how we were or brought up during our childhood days. Now, I was the third child, the only boy in the family, and my two sisters were totally into academics. They are doctors, they are lecturers and all that, and I wasn't. I was the total opposite. So you can imagine what kind of environment I was growing up with. My father was a leader in Singapore who never showed love. It was all about cane. He always caned me. Whereas mom was different. It's always about love. So on one side, on 1 second, I'll get love. On the other second, I'll get a whacking. So I never knew what all this was about. But today, after learning about what life is, why I went through whatever I went through, I appreciate both of them. But I am not going to carry the pain, the trauma that I went through with me today. I have to understand and accept whatever I went through so that I can become a better person today, which I am, I hope, and I believe so. And there were certain teachings from my dad and my mom. Now, I was a backbencher in class, Mr. Raza.
Right.
I failed almost all the subjects. And yet, even today, as we speak, my secondary school coach, soccer coach, and my teacher, he messaged me today because I
Right.
was still well liked as a person. I didn't do well academically in school. Interestingly, today I'm 47 years old. I've trained 21 over 1,000 leaders. But when I was a child, the education system labeled me as a failure.
They do, don't they?
Grades, results, comparison. And I always had to look up to people. Will I ever be like him? Will I? So that kind of dampened my spirit, my self-esteem. So, you always advocate about emotional intelligence, and the first domain is self-awareness. Amazing, Mr. Raza. The self-awareness. The day you get to know who you are, you stand tall. You stop comparing yourself with the education system or the society that you're coming up with, because they kill your spirits. So the day you know who you are, the second domain comes in, the self-management. Every one of us have a different thumbprint. Never, ever compare yourself with anyone, because we have our own uniqueness and we stand out from the billions. So the day you tell yourself that, you will stand out. So in short, thank you so much about this topic. Childhood, yeah. So it's been 13 years now in the training industry. And for the past 4 years, I'm into coaching now also.
And how are you finding it?
I love it. I love it. Despite, me taking a break from social media and my own journey, we also humans. We do go through pain. There are rainy days for us also. And people have been asking me, why are you quiet in social media? Hey, social media is not my life. I post things maybe for someone or for myself. I have my down days. The day I realized that, no, social media is taking your energy, I took a step back. I need to protect myself, prioritize myself, and put the external factors, friends, family, social media aside. I needed to water my own plant. That's why I was away for a good 3 months also, Mr. Raza.
I remember you spending 2 hours, 2 a.m. till 3 a.m. in the morning on the social media. I remember that. No, that's interesting because obviously people, there was a YouTube video. They were saying that on average in the UK, people spend 3 hours on a social media doing nothing, which is I understand that. But if we can be more productive and learn something from that, that's a fantastic tool to have. But sometimes people take it other way around. But anyway, now tell me, what would you prefer to be called? Now let me explain my question, right? Because as you said, the society, known us to be, I'm a computer consultant, or I'm a doctor, or I'm a lawyer, I'm a finance director. That's how they know us, right? But what they don't know is that I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm a son, I'm, I look after my mom. So all those things. So which one would you prefer to be called? As a trainer, or would you prefer to call brother, friend, and a son? So that's that, because we have seen time and time again and again is that people known by their designation, and they believe they wear the cloth of designation to themselves, and that's how they live as well. My grandfather lived as an army man, even in the house, right? My father lived as a doctor, even in the house. Yes, the doctor has been a good practice, but he was a father. He was a son. He was a husband. Which one would you prefer? Would you prefer live as a trainer, or would you prefer to live as a brother, friend, and son?
Lovely question, because when I posted about this talk show in Facebook, I said Raza Khan, my coach, my friend, and we have also shared the same statements as colleagues. So 3 roles, different roles you have played in my life. All right. And I remember in November or December, we did one talk show, and I forgot who I am. So it's not, please do not address me or see me as what I am, a coach, a trainer. No, Please look at me as who I am. So when I walk on the street, do I get respect? Not for my designation, not for the title, but are you a person that the society that respects? So for me, it's more what's important is who I am rather than what I am. That's what I would like people to see me or look up to me as.
Sounds great. Sounds, because I think the majority of us actually look at that. How big is your house? How nice car you drive? And how much money you have. I mean, I think this is an issue with across the board with all the cultures, right? Not just
It's
the
true.
Asian culture,
especially the Asian culture. Status. They see your status, like what you said, what car you drive, where do you stay, which area do you stay, which district do you stay, and all these are not permanent.
They come and go.
Exactly. So the credibility of who you are is much more important for me.
Understood. Now the third question is that what got you into the training industry and why?
Because I can.
That's a simple and short answer.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I
now, for good 12 years, I was a general manager. I had 100 over staff under me, and then I asked myself, what's next? I was able to educate and bring up people's life as a GM. After that, that's when I went to training. Then I realized, yes, Venkat, you're imparting so much of knowledge. In that journey, do you realize, Venkat, that you're impacting people's lives? Now, there was one turning point when I was training the prison inmates in Singapore, Changi Prison, we call it. So it was a weekly affair. We had to go in and train these prison inmates. They are just about to come out, get released. Every session, they will come and hug me with tears in your eyes. Say, oh, sir, you impacted my life. I realized that, no, Venkat, you just came here to teach. You just came here to impart your knowledge. Well, little did I know that I was impacting their lives. It really got me thinking. Okay, so when you walk to a classroom, when you talk to someone, your words are so valuable. People are looking up to you. So stop only imparting knowledge, start impacting people's lives. So that's when I took this journey of a trainer and being a coach and a mentor.
So what was your journey like?
It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Mr. Raza, do you remember once I asked you this question? Emotional intelligence, is it a blessing or a curse? Remember last year something I asked you? It was via WhatsApp. Because I found that the more I realized about emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-management, my circle is getting smaller. Society is saying that I'm arrogant. I'm telling myself, let it be. Let people talk. Right? And I'm satisfied with where I am today in the journey. So it's not a smooth journey. People are seeing me as arrogant because I'm closing doors where I shouldn't be spending my energy on. I started valuing myself, my words, my thoughts, my process. So I started giving importance or priority to self. When I do that, that's when I'm refreshed, I'm better, I'm a nice plant because I've watered my own plant. I'm able to give out oxygen.
Is it because you understand your self-awareness, you have a self-discovery?
Absolutely.
Gone through the self-discovery.
Absolutely, Mr. Raza.
And what other people seeing, or your friends or cousins seeing a transformation in you, and they don't like that about you.
Yep.
Because they envy you, but they can't do it themselves. Is that the reason?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then when you want to educate them about self-awareness or self-management, no, they don't like it. And then so stop sending me good morning messages about what life is all about. Stop sending me all these messages in the morning because you're not practicing. So all these messages or group chats I'm leaving or putting into archive. I want to spend my energy on the right people for the right reasons. I started valuing myself. Self-love became so important. And I still talk about the question that you asked. When was the last time you said, I love you to yourself?
I think it's going to be I think I should, have a trademark and the royalty.
Absolutely.
But that's the reality. Absolutely, that's the reality. But yeah, we don't love ourselves because I think we're relying on the community to tell us who we are.
Mm.
And
And the other thing is, we're always reaching out to the moon. We want to be at the moon, but we are not enjoying the presence of the moon. We are not enjoying the present moment. We are not living in the present. The moment you're predicting or forecasting your future, this is how it should be. For my opinion is you're already living in the past. You're planning for the future. This is how your future it should be. You're already living in the past then.
yeah,
Let's live in the moment. It's 1:20 now, and I'm enjoying this moment. I rather do what gives me joy in life than to be in pursuit of the purpose in life. A lot of people are getting stressed out. I do not know what's my purpose in life. Then fine. Stop searching the purpose in life. Start doing what makes you happy. Find joy in the present moment. Tomorrow will be a better day.
100%. Because I think once you start enjoying what you're doing, you'll find the purpose because that's the purpose.
Absolutely. They say
That's
same
what
shit same shit, different day. Something like they say, right? Yeah. You can stick to the statement. Don't forget, your body listens to you. The moment you say same shit, different day, you're waking up negative already. So how do you expect your day to be? Why don't you use the same words but change your sentence? Wow, it's the same shit. Thank God it's a different day. I'm thankful it's a different day. It's a good start.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And I think we miss the opportunity because I think we are not thankful for what we have.
Yeah.
We all get challenges. Everybody, as you said, we have got different thumbprints and everything. We're all different. But we think that we are same. But our
Absolutely.
journeys are different.
Yeah, absolutely. So, going back about this journey and this theme about childhood, you can break the chain. The moment you get to know yourself, accept the past, live in the present, it's good enough for you.
Yeah. And then the advice will be, don't be a time traveler.
Yes.
And yeah, don't travel time unless you've done something in the present.
Yeah, that reminds me of the movie Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox. Remember?
That's it. Yeah. Because he went and tried to fix the future, and then when the present was like changed as well.
And in the end, what happened? He still has to come back to the present.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice one.
The message is that really, fix the present. Forget about the past. Fix the present, and then present will make your future automatically.
Absolutely.
You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, you're right.
So what part of your journey? What would you give it to the audience, which they can take it away as a something they can apply immediately and learn something and then enjoy it?
First of all, to have the acceptance attitude. The word acceptance is such a powerful word. It's not going to be shining. It's not going to be sunny every day. Get comfortable in the rain. Get comfortable falling. Get comfortable going back to zero. Don't let that depress you. Accept it. That's what life is all about. The moment you have the acceptance attitude, then ask yourself, what's next? Bounce back up again. So have the acceptance attitude. Number 2, never, ever compare yourself with anyone. Talk shows like you, Raza. Some people aspire to be like you. Some people like to aspire like Jay Shetty. No, stop comparing yourself. As I said, everyone has got a different thumbprint. You are unique yourself. Stand out. Tell yourself you are unique. You are different. Stop this comparison, Mr. Raza. That's what we all do. And thanks to social media, it's killing us. Because I see all my 99 friends are doing well in life. 50 of them are going for a holiday. Here, I don't have a job. And that message depresses me. Right? So take it positive. Accept it. Don't compare your life with anyone else.
I think the social media and the magazines and all the Hollywood, Bollywood, and Lollywood, all those words is actually causing problems.
How fake is all this? Movies, they're movies for you to watch. They're actors. They are just actors. It's not their real life. So yeah, people should understand that, life is all about ups and downs. accept it. Be comfortable in an uncomfortable position or situation.
100%. 100%. And I mean, even though we were talking about the actors, they make a lot of money, but the problems are same.
Yeah, are
They have a
they?
divorce, they have they have children, they've got life problems, they've got all those other problems. We may see the end product, but we don't see what really is happening. Because I was I don't know if you watch the Mission Impossible. Have you seen the Mission Impossible of Tom Cruise, right? And they were showing that the new ones is coming out soon. It's called Dead Reckoning, as apparently part one and part B. And in there, I was surprised to see that the one of the scene is the motorcycle jump, and he did that from the cliff 500 times. Why would he do that 500 times? And then he did a parachute jump about 7 times for that particular scene. So it's just to make it perfect. You know, the message is practice makes the perfect. Keep practicing what is good for you today and then everything. And then obviously things will start falling apart in place, falling place. But you know, I was seriously, I was astonished to see that he is in his late 50s or something, and he was doing his own motorcycle jump, his own parachute jump to make it perfect. I mean, it's still there will always be a flaw a little bit. It's not perfect because there is no such thing as perfection.
Absolutely.
You still be 98%. But that's what amazes me when and talk about the actors. Yeah, he's one of the most famous actors across the globe, and that yet he's working hard. Yeah, till late, which is just amazing to see. But yeah, I mean, these. What else can you tell us? So, what is now for you now? I know you have disappeared from the social media for some time. I'm hoping that you're back again because so we can be buddy up.
We will definitely. It's a good time to be back. Just a quick story, two stories I just want to share quickly. I'm out of Singapore right now as we speak. Two incidents made my heart melt. One of my friends in Malaysia, he brought me to a particular temple. His father is a priest. So upon doing the prayers, I gave some kind of donation, cash in hand. That person, I don't want to label him as a priest, but that human saw the donation, teared, gave me back half. I was like, in this world, it's always about taking. The sharing has stopped. On the way to Johor, I was at the, let's say at the airport. I had 2 hours to kill. So I bought chips, drinks to kill sometimes so I can munch. And I didn't have enough currency. So I told the cashier, I don't have enough currency and they don't accept card. So I told the cashier, I'll put these chips back. I'll just take the water. Somewhere when hand reach, it's okay, I'll get the chips for you. In these 10 days, 2 beautiful moments happened in my life. And I was like, wow, humans with a heart do exist.
Yeah.
I was so touched because in Singapore, it's so result-based country. We are all chasing and chasing and chasing that we forget to live, we forget that humans live, we forget to share. But Mr. Raza, when we were in primary school, all we learned was about sharing. What happened to that particular human when we grew up, when you got married, when you found a job, when you got salary? And the second story I want to share is about the little boy and the starfish. You know, an elderly man was walking by the beach. Every day he would take his walk by the beach. And this particular day, he saw a little boy scooping up something and throwing back to the sea. He approached the young boy and said, boy, what are you doing? He said, the starfish are on the shore. They're supposed to be on the sea. So I picked up, I'm throwing it back. The elderly man said, boy, there are thousands of starfish on the shore. Every day I'm doing this walk. Every day I see thousands of starfish. You're not going to make any difference. The young boy took one starfish, threw it back to the sea, and he said, well, I made a difference to that starfish.
Yeah.
Beautiful story. If you cannot make a difference to thousands, just make a difference to 1%. Then I started asking myself, Mr. Raza, the thought process of the young boy and the thought process of the elderly man. This elderly man was walking on the beach every day and not making any difference. Where was he? What was his thoughts when he was walking? What happened to
100%.
humans? What happened to the heart? You know? So yeah, that's what I want to share. These two stories that happened for me this
Yeah,
past
that's
10
fantastic
days.
because I think we have stopped, sharing and caring.
Mm.
That's the problem because we're living in the fast world where all the Ferraris and all the big houses and everything. I mean, I love the cars, but then car doesn't give you the feeling when you are interacting with other human beings.
Yeah. When you're in the
Car just
hospital bed, you will say, I wish I had done that. It's always wishing, 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 always wanting something better for tomorrow. Start living for today.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, I can relate to that story of my own, to be honest, because I love Audis. I'm not because every Asian in the UK has got the Mercedes and BMW, so I had to be different. So what I did is that I had Audi. I got an Audi first time when I got married. CLK enjoyed the car and everything. Then then a few years later, I got the Audi A6. I got the car and I started driving it. I'm thinking, now what? My dream was fulfilled, but there was nothing afterwards
Yeah. What's
because there was
next?
nothing, no emotions related to that because I didn't help anybody. But okay, I drove, I have Audi. Okay, then what? I fulfilled
Mm.
my dream. There
Mm.
was no, there was the, what do you call the dream with the related to the items, related to the things, but there was no dream for thereafter. I'm thinking, that's it. No what? And from that point onwards, like the cars, yeah, I like to drive nice cars, but it doesn't have any values.
Mm.
House doesn't have any values. You live in there. I mean, I listened to one of the sheikh. He goes, people say that I own a warehouse, I own this. He says, you don't own nothing. You don't even own your own life. Forget about owning things.
Pending. It's all pending.
All is all pending. Is working in progress towards the end of life.
Mm.
That's what it is. But yeah, I mean, I think that the message is really that if we can do this, the other people who are watching us or listening to us can do that as well. They, if they can come and share their story, they can give their hope to somebody else.
Yeah.
Just like you and me, all we can think about helping one person. If we help one person, imagine it can go out and help one person. Imagine that
Absolutely.
chain starts. Yeah. Once the chain is started, that's it. It's never ending, never stops.
True.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
That's
very
all we can do.
grateful for this opportunity, Mr. Raza, because you do not know who you're impacting with your talk shows.
We don't. Absolutely, we don't. And
Mm.
that's the thing. What else can you tell us? Before I think we've got a couple of more minutes and then we can wrap it up.
I think some powerful messages or discussions has been shared. Just be present in the present. Be grateful because we humans are never satisfied with anything.
Mm.
Like you just mentioned about the Audi, a TV, a nice house, or even having biryani. We still go back eating biryani. We still go back eating pizzas because we're never satisfied. Start being grateful. The word gratitude is very, very important. Be grateful. Be grateful with what you have.
100%. 100% agree. Venkat, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I know it's like 1:20 in the morning or 1:30 in
You're
the
right.
morning. It's trying to keep you awake. But no, I really appreciate that.
A
Really
pleasure.
appreciate
Anytime for you.
my plan is that continue this journey with
Hmm.
bringing more and more people so they can share and everything. They can share their story, and if you can learn from their story, that would be fantastic as well. And I think people here, if people are watching, then if they have any questions, they can ask questions. We have a couple of minutes. If it's not, then we can wrap it up. Let me see if there is any questions. I know some few people are watching, but I don't know if they have any questions.
I'm not sure either because I'm not on the page now.
No, I'm on the page, on my own page, but there is about 3 people watching. But yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay.
But if it, oh, it's 4 people now. I think people is joining a little bit later, but doesn't matter. They can watch it afterwards. But appreciate that, Venkat. Thank you for your time. It's okay. We can kill the live Facebook.